Okay, today we're going to go over the one arm row and kind of the way I like to do it, which I think is kind of better than the normal version. So this is what a normal kind of one arm row would look like. Here, this is Sharon's doing it first. And kind of problems I see with that is your hips and up here at your traps. So what we want to do is we want to target the lats here. So your lats are here to here. And what happens is that up here your traps get involved and down here your hips get involved. Because of this foot position, your hips are allowed to turn. So when Sharon comes up, what she can do, especially once it gets heavy, is turn the hips. And then another thing that happens is a lot of people when they pull, they pull upwards and up here starts to get involved. So this starts to happen. So the way I like to do it is we swap the foot position. So first thing, you kind of get your hand first. So you can use the back of a bench or anywhere where you can kind of stand upright. And then next you're going to really sit that hip back. All the pressure goes on this heel and this hip gets locked in place. So really your opposite leg, all that's doing is just for balance. So all the pressure goes through this heel, lock this hip. So this position now, we can't move, we can't rotate. So the next thing, we're going to get the chest up, and then to get the traps out of it here, we want to make sure we initiate by pulling the shoulder blade back first. So we're pulling the shoulder blade back, then the elbow follows. Good, and all the way back down. Good, so shoulder blade, elbow follows, stretch down. So an easy, what you can do, really think shoulder blade moves, elbow, and then you want to wrap the elbow in around the base of the spine. So what a lot of people do is let their elbow flare out, whereas if you keep that tucked in and really at the end you're trying to wrap your elbow in around, you won't be able to, but you'll really feel it in the lat a lot more. So what we've essentially done here is we've eliminated the traps, eliminated the movement from the hip, and we can keep more tension in the lat. So another important thing is your kind of thoracic here, so that cue chest up, we want to keep that up all the time. Because what happens is the weight, especially when you're using a heavy weight, that weight's going to want you to dip down, and you're going to, when that happens, you're really putting yourself out of position and you're likely to use your traps. So even just cue yourself kind of halfway through the set all the time, think of chest up, really a thoracic extension there, yeah, good. And you'll feel this a lot more. When you keep your chest up, wrap your elbow in, you'll really feel it in the lat. So give that a try, let me know how it goes.